Okay, this is Stice Gaming back for more Fallout 4. And I was kind of hoping the texture problem would be fixed when I returned, but it isn't. And, someone's missing. Evidently he's this way. Anyway, this video is in celebration of two things. One, I got the new microphone finally tuned. I'll go into more detail into that later. And two, my internet's really good again. Yay! A while ago I said I would go back to making 3 videos a week once the internet recovered. But then the internet recovered and I didn't because, well, stuff happens. Right, it says he's this way. Some stuff, but not all stuff, includes kittens, puppies, and more. Hey. Okay, let's try this. Okay, he's there.
Up ahead, the air is clean. No fog. Acadia is not too far now.
Nice. Hey. Behave. Hey, that worked. Momentarily. I take it that's Acadia? I'm just gonna try walking into Acadia. Anyway. Yep, this is Acadia. Synth settlement. Sounds nice. Speaking of which, where are all the synths? They haven't fallen into the void. Ooh, I leveled up! I hope they haven't all fallen into the void. Okay, I could, get toughness or rad resistance. Or robot experts. Or science. I've been meaning to get science and... That's useful for settlement building. I'm getting that. Anyway, at some point I know I grabbed a series of mods that make everything function in terms of the DLC, but I...
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
Then we should be fine.
What are you?
I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain.
You don't look like a regular synth.
I know the plastic skin and tubes out the back can be unsettling. But I want to ask you to look past that. Tell me why you're here, and I'll try to help you.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me. Do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please. If you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Yeah.
All right, Dima. We'll humor you. Keep talking.
This all started over a century ago, when we were first created. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room" of their argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
We need to get back to why we're here. Kasumi Nakano.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these, or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
I'm kind of tempted to go sarcastic, because human or not, I know I'm a good person.
No, but if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
I was with my wife. We were getting ready for the day.
Where's the rest
I
of the...
had to take care of my boy, Sean. And, Well, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign. Data is easy to migrate, but feelings... that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
Oh, the railroad.
I'm part of a group that helps since. The railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is. The risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
I should get going.
Of course.
You were in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Just a quick save and go talk to the person down below. Kazuma, I believe. I am terrible with names and I'm definitely mispronouncing it.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
Can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Even if she's okay, it's good to let her parents know.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
You're a courser.
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Okay. But there is one thing I need to do first, and that is downstairs.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Not that long, but hey.
Hi.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Not that long, but I'll be coming back occasionally.
I'll probably be leaving soon.
That's for the best. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical. Just don't cause any trouble.
It keeps giving my dialogue for some reason. I think I'm clicking it twice. Anyway, he seems pretty nice
Did you
for a
need
don't
something?
trust outsiders perspective, which is refreshing.
So you're that new fellow from the Commonwealth. It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there? Oh, that's so good to hear. I would like to see it again someday. Once things settle down here. Acadia is all well and good, I suppose. But honestly, it does get a bit boring.
I really wish it would elaborate more than you're safe here. What is that option there for?
You're safe here. That's what really matters.
I suppose. One could do with a little excitement now and then, though. Don't you think? I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
You know, I have a collection of video games.
I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
Okay, someone who actually doesn't want to talk. Despite the fact that they tried to initiate and end the conversation with me.
Ugh, circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me.
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth. Yeah, exactly. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Right.
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid. Not to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
I really want more information.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
Look, I get it. They hired you to bring their daughter back. And I wish I could. I really do. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on than just the refuge. I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running for long enough.
I'll help.
If something's going on, then I can help. Just tell me what's happening.
I don't know how you could. Wait. Wait, of course you can help. You find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers.
Fair
and
enough.
Now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop. But it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
I didn't level my hacking.
Eavesdropping on the next meeting sounds like our best bet. I'll see if I can find a way inside that room.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you found anything.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
Not really. Well, let's start with tracking down a synth who's in need of help.
One day, I'm gonna get out there and see the rest of the world.
You want to buy something or what?
You know, there's one thing that's always confused me a little bit, is that they say synths are immune to irradiation, but is that just the Gen 2s and 1s, or the Gen 3s as well? Because immune to radiation is something you pretty distinctively notice. Okay, that's Acadia. That's okay, that's pretty far off in a direction. Power tools can wait. And one thing I forgot to do while loading was check time. Okay, hasn't been that long yet. And I was planning to only make the video half an hour long for the first midweek video, but it would literally only be me talking. And while that would be plenty for some people, I think others would be a little bit irritated by it. Okay, I'm gonna do something risky and try taking a shortcut. You know, one of the things Dima could be doing with all that data is simulating the past, not planning the future. I mean, lifetimes worth of data, casualty counts, and so on. What exactly are these casualty counts? Because if they're in the few hundreds or thousands, they're recent. But if they're in the tens of thousands range or greater, then it was probably a pre-war estimate. Then again, this island's not big. It might only have 10,000 or less people. I don't know. As is, it doesn't have more than 100 people in it. Huh. Wonder if there's anything in here. You know, I wonder if combining survival and Far Harbor would bring any new threats. I mean, according to the people...
I really hope we find someone to help. It's not me.
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world. Buy my guns now.
According to Longfellow,
a stranger came to town that
Stop
might help.
talking!
You made it to Acadia by yourself. That takes some stones.
I appreciate the compliment.
Believe me, I don't give them unless they're earned. You've got more spine than most of the folks living here. Maybe we can help each other out. I'm tired of waiting around for something interesting to happen. They ain't getting any younger, that's for damn sure. Thing is, I was born and raised here. I know this island front to back. I know what's in the fog and how to deal with it. Let me run with you. I could help you find your way around. Teach you what I know. Best of all, you won't have to drink alone.
There are no police in Far Harbor.
Okay.
Another day in Far Harbor.
That was a surprisingly smooth animation. For something as
I need to talk to you about our
single
missing
use as
synth.
this.
Yeah? Well, it's not something I talk about with outsiders. So you can either buy something or move along.
I'm working with Chase. She told me that your designation is L792.
Okay, I believe you. Keep it down, all right? It's real private information. I know the synth you're talking about. He's a younger guy. Maybe early 20s with white hair. Goes by the name Derek. Thing is, he showed up way earlier than he was supposed to. Thought a courser was on his tail, so he rushed the timetable. To be honest, the guy was a wreck. He was scared shitless, looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes and attracting unwanted attention. Tried to calm him down, but he panicked and ran off into the fog. That was the last I saw of him.
Can you tell me anything else? I'm gonna need more information than that if I'm gonna find this synth.
I wish I had more to give you. He disappeared into the fog, and I haven't seen him since.
Okay.
Relax. I'll take care of this.
Sorry. My nerves are a little shot right now. Look, if you're really going after that synth, I'm pretty sure he took the road south out of town. Maybe you could head that way. Just be careful out there. And thanks. There aren't many who'd go out in the fog to help a synth, especially one they don't even know. I feel like shit about what happened. I really do. I hope you can make it right.
Why didn't probing for it?
My fine hand cannons.
Why didn't he inquiring for additional information reveal that he took the South Road? So is that the South Road, or is that the South?
I've heard about.
I'm just gonna say this is the South Road. Yeah, it's definitely heading south now. I wouldn't say cartwheels, but it's definitely not dead. I am not going in there.
Hello? What are you hiding?
I've played Point Lookout. I know that's where they hide the scary stuff. Okay, I really have no reason to think he would be in here in-game wise, but out of game,
There's a trail of blood.
So was he gotten by a courser or a gecko thing? The gulpers. Is that what they were called? The gulpers? Hi.
Fresh meat crawling in from the fog. Don't care if it's Meyer Lurk or man.
Oh, dude, you're cannibals?
We survive.
I'm not looking for trouble. I just need to find someone. A young man with white hair. You help me, I'll leave.
Yeah, we found him. One of the fog's creatures already attacked him. He was bleeding out, but, you know, why waste the meat? Here, well, what's left? Take it. Now go. Don't come back.
I'd rather not deliver the severed head of the person I was supposed to retrieve. I mean, there is tactful, and then there is the exact opposite of that. And the exact opposite of that is being sent to find a missing person and bringing back their severed head. I do not want to do that. Anyway, I'm going to see if there's an alternative route up to the traditional one. I'm just a little bit more island savvy, maybe would be the right word. I don't think so. Okay. Okay, ready? There he is. Okay, for some reason that's being just a little bit glitchy. So I'm gonna go this way. And I appear to be heading in the right direction. Speaking of which... No, this isn't actually at all related to direction, this is just related to exploration. Why is there so much radioactive material on this island? I mean, the rate of radioactive barrel finds is far greater than that compared to Boston. I mean, it's like every 300 feet that you find one. And this one, it appears to be every 50. Is that leather? That is rag-stung hide. Yes, that is leather.
Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way.
Yeah, I don't really want what he has. I am, however, collecting those two things.
Sweet.
Fusion cores? A teacup and a teapot. Why is the dirt invisible? Anyway, I will be trying to fix it before next episode. Very carefully. All I have to do is save the mod list directly from documents, open Nexus, find out if I actually have the mod installed, then try to find the mod in the mod list, and maybe download it from Nexus. Don't know why I struggled with that word. Wind farm maintenance, that's interesting. Sounds relevant to the whole what happened here. Fog thing. I mean, it's not like windmills are going to magically make fog disappear. They're windmills. They're supposed to absorb wind, not create it. But if re-geared, they might be able to, and that could help. But then again, that depends entirely upon where the fog's coming from. Huh. There. Now, is this going to change at all when I add them? Yep.
Intruder detected. Initiating countermeasures. Goodbye.
There.
What is that over there? others? They have no ammo on them?
Scanners detect. Life. Alert level contact.
What's that?
Subroutine.
Whoa! Those were regular grenades. What happened?
Hey, let me ask you something.
Okay.
Okay, ask.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Haven't I already done this?
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
Was it hard settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Yeah. That could be very effective. Is that a grenade or just a regular... That's just a regular baseball. I don't want it. So, I came into this place thinking wind turbines. Since then, it's been assaultrons and military security. I'm not sure I should be thinking wind turbines anymore. How do I scroll down? Okay. Okay. So this at one point was a experimental wind turbine plant and has since then gone under. Wait, I'll just... Oh no. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, I can't seem to find anything else in here. I wonder if this is quest related. Well, if I climb up here, climb up this, and this, and this. This. Nope, it's not letting me. Which means I might be able to go this way instead, and up. And I'm near the top of the island. Which means I'm above the fog and the radiation. And there's Arcadia, at the very top. Not that I actually learned an alternative route up, I just scaled a mountain. I hope my character is tactful during this. That being said, I'm gonna quick save just in case.
Your missing synth was jumped by cannibal trappers. He didn't survive.
That poor bastard. That synth came here to live in peace, and we failed him in the worst way possible. It's my fault. I should have gone out there to meet him. Damn it all. I'm glad we were able to bring some closure to the matter. You deserve this. And... shall we say 200 caps?
I'm sorry things didn't turn out better. I wish they had.
You and I both. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.
automatic. Anyway, I'm gonna do that. Seems fun. I mean, I only have 10 minutes left before it's an hour-long video, and I'm not proceeding along with the main quest in 10 minutes. That is not enough time. So is that water or nothingness? I might have just got myself in trouble. There appears to be a bit of water. And legendary gobbler. That's not what I want to be fighting in close quarters, so big gun? Firepower speaking, anyways. I'm gonna climb up onto that rock and use it as a tactical advantage. Whoa! Not cool. That's the opposite of cool. What happened? It wasn't there and then it was, jet, stem packs, buff out. Okay.
Bring it!
Playing hide and seek?
That was something that happened. That was something that happened. Let's not talk about it anymore. That was scary. It's like, it's hiding behind the rock, and it wasn't there, and then woof, covering my entire field of view. Plane. Interested in plane. I'm gonna go to plane. Okay, there appears to be a degree of light around here and not anglers. What is plane? It appears to be a settlement. Horizon flight 1207. 1207 maybe. 1207. Yeah, I believe 1207 works. Oh, that's why.
Come on out, stranger. This doesn't have to get messy.
Okay.
Alright, that's a start. Now just put your weapon away, and I'll do the same. Then, we can talk.
Weapons away. I'm over here.
Good. Just come on down here and we'll talk.
Okay.
What were you doing up there in my camp?
There's no... I was checking out the plane wreck.
Easy there, big fella. I was just looking around.
Oh, I'm plenty calm, considering you invaded my home. Look, I don't really want any trouble. I broke off from the group I came here with a long time ago. I just started seeing things differently when we came to the island, and I couldn't stand how the other super mutants act to humans. I keep to myself up here and train my dogs. Do a bit of trade with people too. At least those that don't open fire on me. Don't see any reason we can't do the same. Come on up if you'd like.
Okay. Okay, it's not letting me talk to him, so...
You guys alright? Yeah, you're good. Sorry about pointing a gun at you earlier. I just get a bit jumpy when a stranger might be killing my dogs.
Fair enough.
Oh, hello again.
That's a
Did you
Deathclaw
need
skull.
something?
You interested in a trade?
Maybe.
Well, 10mm rounds are always useful, and 30-some, that doesn't seem useful. That could be. Just accept. Yep. Okay, that was interesting. Second peaceful super mutant in the game. Strong doesn't count. He's not peaceful. Lights over there. Gotta check it out really quick. This looks like pre-war camping supplies. Hello? Huh. Nothing there. Moving on. You know, one of the funniest things that happens while recording is that I don't normally talk to the game. But when I'm talking to you guys, I guess I just talk to the game too, by extension. Yeah, no, I don't need that. I'll just use the plasma grenade. And he's running away. Let me move. Okay. Bummer. Bar Harbor is scary. I mean, I know Yaoguaiakura elsewhere, but they aren't nearly so, camouflaged? Blending in, the atmospheric? I believe the atmosphere of Far Harbor adds a lot to its scary factor. That went really well. I'm glad I moved the position of this gun to over there. Normally I can't switch weapons that quickly. That hanging moss there looks like a super mutant hanging in the tree or something. Or at least it did at a distance. Okay, oh. I am back in the port area. Open. Open. Ooh, Stimpak.
I don't think we're alone.
He doesn't have a gun.
You're dead already.
Are you sure you want to try this? I hear gunfire over there. Now, I could start by going in. Olay? Come on. Come on. Okay,
Now, where'd you go? One way to get the coolant pumping.
I remember you guys having more hit points than that. Oh well.
Sorry, folks, won't be. Underestimate us again.
So, of things I need to level up, there is my hacking skill.
Nice.
My sneak skill, and local leader. Hey,
Sorry, folks, won't be chewing
I want to try something really quick, which is, didn't time that right. Let him attack. Slam to stun. It was an expert opponent strategy, which was slam to stun, and then just get up close and have a really easy shot at the head. Okay. I'm not actually going to be going in there at this episode. I'm just clearing out the outside area. So, elevator. Does the elevator work? I will be finding out short now. I found out now. It does not work. I hate it when shooting them the first time doesn't work. I mean, you get that perfect headshot, and it's just, it's staggering, but that's it. Well, anyway, I'm nearing the end. So, like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and this is Stakes Gaming, signing off.